What up, family? It's your boy KYL coming to you with another video. No fear. The key, y'all, is no fear. The more I learn, the more I study, the more I discover on my physical journey, the more I understand that it's all about getting rid of all fears that we were taught. We were taught to fear, taught to be entitled, taught to be prejudiced. These were all things we were taught. Think about it. When you were a baby, you weren't scared of shit. If they let you, man, you would crawl right into some glass. You would touch some fire. I mean, you had no fear. So, of course, the things I just named were things that, I mean, of course, you should know that are dangerous as a baby. But the point is, you had no fear. You had no fear. And what brought me to this thought is just thinking when I was a kid growing up, you know, coming up in one of the roughest eras. I mean, I don't know if it'll ever be that bad again, but I was a kid through the mid 80s, teen through the early 90s, mid 90s, right? And if you're familiar with Livernois, Puritan, Davidson area, if you're familiar with 6 Mile, Wyoming area, and if you're familiar with the east side, you know, 6 Mile, Gratiot area, those are the areas that I spent most of my time in from, and Highland Park. I can't forget that. From childhood, from pretty much a baby all the way up until I was about, when I moved out of my mom's house, when I was about like 19, 20. So 20 years, you know, and just looking back on it, you know, in all those environments where the guys were doing, you know, where we were all running around doing what they wanted us to do, right? What they taught us to do, just be thugs, right? You know what Cube say in his song? They give us guns and drugs. Then you wonder why in the fuck we thugs. Yeah, that's a fact. You know, shit, when I was 13, 14, you feel me? Like shit, it was like shit, getting an AK was just like getting a water gun. You know what I'm saying? You can get an AK, AR-15s, whatever the fuck gun you want. Actually, when I was 13, you know, I mean, I was loaded. Like shit, I had a 2.5, 38, I had a 380 and a sawed-off shotgun at fucking 13. You feel me? But that's what my environment required. You know what I'm saying? I was just doing what I needed to do. But with that being said, I was never scared. That's the thing. I remember like we had bullies in the hood that everybody was scared of, and I would always think to myself, ooh, I hope you try me, or you know what I'm saying? But guess what? Never happened. Never would happen. You know what I'm saying? So every time, you know, and I can give instance after instance, but that's not the point, where my safety was threatened, I above and beyond rose to that challenge because I was never scared. You feel me? Like when someone crossed that line or tried to violate, quote unquote, that, I guess, that childhood manhood or ego, because my ego was huge as a kid. I didn't know that. I know it now. It's like I'm ready. Like I don't care. It can be fucking, you can be a fucking giant with 10 giants with you, and nigga, I'll die before you violate me. I was like that as a baby. You feel me? I was like that as a kid. So my point is, I always wonder and think like, man, how, not saying this is why my, you know, a lot of my friends didn't make it when I, you know, from my childhood, why they're not here. That's not the reason they're not here today, but I know for sure the reason I made it was because I was so aggressive. You feel me? But the point is no fear. That's the key. No fear. Same like today. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I'm more balanced, more strategic, more focused. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was a kid, you cross that line, I'm in your shit. You know, you can't, you know that, but you can't do that as an adult. You feel me? So now it's like I'm always about peace. You feel me? Like only way I'll use violence is like I have no choice, and you know, then I have to, right? But I don't want to. I want to stay away from that because nothing good comes out of that. But the point is, y'all, anything you're trying to accomplish in life, what I've discovered is the key is having no fear. It's your boy YL.